Cassie.
Tash, reporting to you guys from Dubai.
Jesus, I did not expect that
gosh.
couch to be so low.
Okay, hello.
Habibi. It's giving not much support, but okay.
Guys, we're a little sleep deprived. Straight from the flight.
First
into
class,
the room.
baby. Okay.
Let's go.
I mean,
It's been
honestly.
a very bougie day.
We just stepped foot in Dubai a few hours ago. We've not paid for nothing.
No, it's just the lifestyle.
Nothing. They're like, welcome girls to the Kempinski.
It's really nice.
Can I get you some beverages? Can I get you some coffee? Can I
They're
get you some
so
water?
attentive, and the room is beautiful. We'll give you a little tour, but stunning. We're just overlooking a garden. We've got a 2-bedroom suite.
It's amazing.
It's really, really nice.
Yeah.
It's very old school, traditional.
We're staying on the Palm.
On the Palm. So it's the
On the
Kempinski
Palm.
on the Palm. We'll link all that information down if you want to stay there. It's amazing.
It's like, it's giving kind of like vintage. Like I'm looking outside right now and it's like Grecian columns.
I was thinking Greece, yeah.
Right? It's giving like Acropolis meets Italy.
Yeah.
Really nice.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like traditional instead of modern, which I kind of like.
And they're
It's
set up
boring.
for Christmas too downstairs.
Yes.
It's so nice.
This isn't boring, by the way. I was just going to say it's boring when everything's always so modern and like the same all
Right.
the time. This is
Yeah.
different. It's got character.
It really does have character. It's kind of, the interior is kind of giving like Versace Palazzo.
It is giving Versace, which we'll be going to as well.
Yes! Honestly, the bougie, the caviar diaries.
The caviar diaries.
The
is
caviar
here,
diaries
so-
will continue. I mean, we're filming now. After this, we'll go to like Le Prairie Beach Club.
Yes.
Nobu tomorrow. Versace
so
the next
excited.
day. Gonna go somewhere out tonight on the Palm as well.
Yes.
Get our feet sandy and dance to some techno.
Yes, and you guys are going to watch all of it on our stories.
Yes. So make sure you go and follow us below if you're not already.
And like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. All right, welcome back to Girls to Women.
That my best friend. She a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on the dance floor. She had 2-3 drinks, then she twerking. She throw it out and come back in. That's my best friend.
We have a great one for you girls today. It's a juicy one.
Yeah, it's actually like Cassie's gonna take the lead on this because she gets to talk to these guys every single day.
I know. How is that my job? Talking to, entrepreneurs, basically rich men.
Who are looking for wives.
And I'm like, I get so much knowledge, so much insight that I'm like, what would that wisdom be if I didn't, give it
Correct.
to you girls?
Exactly.
Because I know we're all kind of looking for a successful man. Well, I mean, the girls in this space are looking for a successful
Well, you
man.
better be.
If you girls are on our kind of vibe, then you
No
would be.
dusty bums allowed.
No. We don't do dusties. We actually don't.
Dusty's in the bin.
And I'm not just saying men who are just wealthy. I'm talking men who have that provider instinct, men who will take
Yes.
care of you. Ambitious, driven, men
So
who actually
driven.
want a long distance.
They want legacy.
They want legacy,
Yeah.
right? And they want long-term, didn't mean long distance. Long-term relationship, they want marriage, they want all the things, right? But they are only looking for a handful, or the 1% of women, I would say.
Yeah.
So there are 5 key things, I think, that we'll talk about that will put you in that category. So we're going to go through all of those. So make sure you take note. If you're not doing these things, start doing them.
Yeah, what are you
Start
doing?
incorporating them into your life. Like, it's not that hard.
We are going to tell you what rich, successful provider men are looking for in a woman.
To make them long term. Because look, I will say this, every guy says it's super easy to get a trophy wife, to get someone who looks great, but there's not really much going on.
Surface
beside
level,
that.
very shallow, yeah.
Very shallow, materialistic. And every single one will say, I just don't want someone who's too materialistic. So
She needs to have her own thing going.
yeah, so that is the first thing I'll say is you can easily get a man like that for a short amount of time. But for them to actually want long-term potential with you and to see you as a wife and mother, it's a little bit harder. So yeah, we'll go through all the things.
Okay. So what's number 1?
Okay, I'm going to talk physical first. I know physical shouldn't be everything, but you got to understand these are men. And I say on the call, I'm like, you are a man after all. Like, you need to be attracted
Yes.
to them initially. And they all do say, yes, I need to have some form of chemistry, physical attraction. I will say, though, that they're pretty open when it comes to ethnicity.
Okay, that's good. Well, so am I.
Yeah, same. Well,
Okay.
me lying through my
that's a
teeth.
lie.
I'm very vanilla, I will say.
Oh, do you know what we should do? Right. Anyone listening right now, if you know a beautiful, rich provider man who is single in his 30s that's wanting a wife who's from the UK,
Hello.
hit her up.
He needs to be from the UK, though.
Yeah. But I will say this, like Sadia Khan also says as well in her psychology, attraction is the most important thing. It needs to be there. If it's not going to be there, he's not going to be attracted to you long term, which means that you're not going to be long term.
100%.
What's the point?
And it's not like, so a lot of them will have their types. You know, some men will say to me, typically I do go for blonde Caucasians, but you know, talking with you, you're not blonde and Caucasian and I'm attracted to you.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I could go for a Asian.
Exactly.
Right?
So then they start thinking, okay, I am open to ethnicity. It's not about that. It's about how you take care of yourself. How disciplined are you? Because if they are going to the gym, they're being healthy, they're taking care of themselves, they're not out drinking all the time, why are you?
The energy is also attractive though as well.
Yeah.
Like when because especially the guy that I was just dating, the provider energy, the attraction, it needs to go both ways. Like the 1% always recognizes the 1%.
Exactly.
So, like Cassie's saying, if you're wanting the guy who goes to the gym and he is the provider, like you need to get your ass in the gym.
Yeah, you need to be that person yourself, because I will say, among every single guy, the one thing in common with what they say is that you need to go to the gym. You need to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And you can't be, it's going to sound so bad, but you just can't be overweight.
This is okay. So I actually said this on a date and he was like, oh my God, finally a woman who's just like so upfront about this. It's so simple for men. It's like, okay, we all know men are attracted to what they see first. It is biologically ingrained in them for them to seek out beauty.
Exactly.
Because beauty equates and usefulness to fertility.
They want to know that you're fertile.
Exactly.
That you can carry on their legacy.
That's all that they want. A woman's primary objective in this world, if you want a partner, and you can send hate in the comments if you want to, but you know this is a fact. It's a biological fact. We need to look good.
We are. We that's what we're good at. Like women,
we're beauty.
Yeah.
We are beauty.
We are mystical, beautiful creatures that men are just like
we're the goddesses.
with.
Yes.
Exactly.
Men need to bow down to us because we're so gorgeous and wow. And they're like, I just want to
energy.
Exactly. The men are logical.
Yeah.
They're the providers. They're the ones who
really
can
are.
go make you. Okay. I always say this. Men build societies, women add the beauty to that. We make the society worth looking at. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I view that. I'm like, why can't we just celebrate that again?
And I'm sorry, but it's not that hard. Like, I'm probably gonna get hate. It's not that hard to go to the gym. It really
to
isn't.
eat well, to love your body.
I mean, we're not saying go to the gym 24/7, but have a little 3 times a week. Take care of yourself.
Find movement.
Yeah, find what you love.
Eat healthy.
Yeah.
Like respect this is your temple of God. This is your God-given body. You have one. Respect it, love it, dress well, learn what colors look good on you.
Yeah, go and do color matching.
Hairstyle, right?
Yeah, there's all these things that you can do that will elevate your style, that will elevate your look, elevate your appearance, your energy.
And men will be more attracted to you.
And also the party girl, crazy girl vibe, and trust me, I used to do this too.
Yeah.
These type of men don't want that. They're not looking for that. Maybe for the night, but they're not looking for that long term.
They're past that phase.
Yeah, they're past that.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, look, I have the occasional drink. If we have an event, if we're going traveling, if we're in Europe, yeah, we'll drink. Occasional, but this isn't an every weekend, every night type of deal.
It's not popping, you know, moles and
exactly, yeah. So they're like,
too much.
they always say no drugs,
right?
Not drinking all the time, and then someone who just really cares about what they look like and is super. I will say they all say they don't like the fake look. So we have a scale that we talk to them through, and we show girls from completely natural, pretty done up, and right there in the middle. And I think in the middle is usually what they go for, because they're like, look, a couple of tasteful procedures, I don't mind.
So like what we have, essentially.
Yeah, essentially, yes. Yeah. So they're like, I don't mind breasts, I don't mind some tweaks on the face as long as it's done well.
A little bit of PRP, fat grafting, shout out Nana.
Yeah, because it's like anti-aging, right? You're taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
But not to the point of like, you know, when you've got the duck lips and the filler too much.
The platinum blonde hair when your natural color is brown.
Yeah, it's just too much. And they all say, look, I'm not looking for a blow-up doll. I'm not looking for a Barbie. I'm not looking for a trophy wife. I'm looking for someone that can look great without makeup, but then also puts makeup on and looks amazing and is glamorous.
It's almost like the wholesome look. Right?
Yes.
It's the girl next door that really keeps up her appearance.
They all say girl next door.
Yeah, okay.
You know.
So it's like, okay, so if we picture that, that's like the all-American sweetheart who, you know, has a great fit body, perky boobies, smaller or bigger, whatever.
Could be whatever, they don't care.
Athletic build, generally.
Generally.
Toned, you know, hair's not crazy. It's like more of her natural color.
Yeah.
Lashes, bright eyes because she's healthy.
Exactly, yeah.
Lips that aren't overdone, but they're full.
Yeah.
You know, it's a healthy glow.
It's a healthy glow. And look, some of them do want skinny girls, I'm not going to lie. But they're the minority. Majority is healthy and fit and like curvy in the right places, which is kind of unattainable if you don't have surgery,
or if you don't have genetics like moi.
Yeah, so you got to either be really blessed, but like you can still make yourself look good.
Yeah.
Just toned and fit.
Exactly.
And active. Yeah.
And this is the funny thing as well, right? If you guys are like, well, how am I supposed to have all this money and time and blah, blah, blah. These provider men will provide the time and money for you to go and take care of yourself.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. They all, there's another thing. They all say like, I'm not saying that I want like a complete stay-at-home mum. I want someone who, this will be the next thing, someone who's got passion in life.
Okay, so this is number 2.
Yeah.
She's got to have a purpose.
She's got to have a purpose.
Right.
And to be fair, a lot of them will say, look, that can be being a mum, but it's got to be outside of just giving everything to a relationship.
Yeah.
So the main thing I hear is, I don't want someone who needs me in their life. I want someone who sees me as an addition to their life. And
it's a value add.
It's a value add, right?
Yeah.
It's an enrichment on both sides. You can grow from them and they can grow from you. It's not just like the woman taking it all, because it seems to me from their past relationships that didn't work out, the woman was just kind of taking everything from them, not really giving much, never appreciating them, just in the house all day, not really doing much. So it's fine to be a stay-at-home mum if you still got your passion projects.
Correct.
And you're
Which
creative.
he can fund as well, right? This guy that I was
Yeah.
like, okay, well, look, here's the thing. I will take care of everything, all the bills. He's like, you take care of the kids. And if you want to write your book, if you want to go speak on stage, he's like, we'll be there.
Exactly.
He's like, you want to start a lingerie line? I will fund it. You design it. Like,
Yeah.
do something for yourself. Find an identity outside of the relationship that makes you so attractive.
Yeah, 'cause
Men are like, well, what are you doing today?
It's the mystery of it all.
Yeah.
They don't want to know that you're just sitting at home all day. They
Right.
find that so unattractive.
Yeah.
Even if it's Pilates, whatever it is, going for lunch with the girls, having a hobby,
busy.
be busy.
Yeah.
Men love it when you have your own life, and then you guys can actually really enjoy the quality time that you do have together.
And then talk about your day, and it's not just like same thing over and over, same thing over and over.
Exactly.
Right? I was actually just telling you this morning. So I used to date this provider guy who lived here in Dubai, and his sister was a stay-at-home mum, and his brother-in-law used to complain all the time to this guy and be like, she just doesn't do anything. She doesn't have anything to talk about. She doesn't have any hobbies. She doesn't have any interests. She doesn't want to go out. And he's like, I can't stand it. He's like, it's like I've just got this like thing at home. And he's like, it's horrible to say, but he's like, she's not like adding to the relationship. He's like, I provide everything for her, but she's not providing me any intellectual stimulation because she's not doing anything with her life.
And then that's when the issues form, right? Because she's always like, where are you going? What are you doing? Why are you not home?
Right.
Are you traveling again? Blah, blah, blah. And they don't have enough to talk about. And he's probably so understimulated.
Yes, you need to have your own thing. Okay,
Yeah.
so number 1 is attraction.
Yeah, so you need to take care of yourself. We're not saying go out and get a bunch of procedures done. Just do whatever you can within your means. If you haven't got any money, go and work out outside. Go and download YouTube and watch Pilates tutorials. Just move. Do whatever you can within your means.
Okay.
Secondly, is have your own thing. Be
Have your
passionate
purpose.
about something. Have a purpose other than wanting to be in a relationship.
Okay, love that.
And then I'd say, okay, the third thing is either
I love this.
be healed through your trauma. Don't. Honestly, a lot of them are like, please, can she just not have any trauma?
Which is unrealistic.
Which
Come
I do
on,
tell
guys.
them. I do tell them. Or healing. And they always say, if they're healing and they're working on it, they're like, I'm going to therapy.
Right.
So she needs to be going to therapy, because they always say that when they're not healed, the communication is so bad.
Of course.
They can't communicate. There's always going to be issues. There's insecurities. There is just, a whole heap of things that are going to cause issues in the relationship.
So basically be consciously aware.
Yeah.
That's the thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
there's actually this is the crazy thing. So many people are not consciously aware at all. Right? You're walking around 99% of the time on subconscious programs that aren't serving you, and you're having the same conversations, calling the same toxic people because you're not healed.
Yeah.
That's not attractive to a provider man.
It really isn't.
Who wants
no.
a long-term, loving, peaceful
Peaceful
wife,
is such a big word
Peaceful
that I hear.
wife,
Yeah, it's like happy home,
a great
peace
mother.
over problems. Yes, yes, yes.
How can you do that if you refuse to work on your shadows? And we all know.
We
all know that
'cause
we
we've
have
all
shit
been
to work
there.
on.
We've all-
Exactly.
If I tried to meet a man like this, even 3 years ago,
Same.
no, they would be like, nah, I'm not interested.
No, or we would have self-sabotaged on the
Yeah.
first date and been like, he's boring.
Yeah, he's so boring. Like, come on,
Bye.
have a shot.
Right?
Like, you're so boring. Like,
What do you mean you've never had alcohol?
I know, like, ew, you
Right?
don't drink? Like, just embarrassing.
Exactly. But we've evolved so far.
We've evolved,
because
right?
we heal.
And everyone can heal and everyone can evolve. It's not
Yeah.
like we can do it and you can't.
Find yourself a therapist.
Yeah,
do
literally.
something.
Or
right?
there is free therapy out there as well.
Absolutely.
There are things that you can utilize, but just realize and understand and be aware. And even if you say to them, look, I'm working on things, I'm healing through things, they will appreciate that so much more and they'll want to help you.
Yeah.
Men want to help. They all say, like, I would love to help my partner, but I need her to be
She needs to help
with that.
herself
And she needs to help
first.
herself
Yeah.
and she needs to ultimately be aware and at least acknowledge it. Apologize if she's doing things that are clearly damaging the relationship and trauma dumping, because another thing they always say is, I'm sick of being someone's trauma shield or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, like an emotional punching bag.
Yeah, literally, that's what every guy says. They feel like that and it drains them so much.
Yeah, they don't want to come home to a woman who all she does is gossip and trauma dump.
They've had a busy enough day as it is.
Why? Okay, and me, vice versa. If I'm coming home to a man who's bitching about his work colleagues,
Oh my gosh,
24/7 and trauma dumping on me, I don't want to stay in that relationship.
No, neither do I. It's too much.
No, we want to focus on like future adventures, joy, finding things we love to do together. That's like coming from a place of peace, not chaos, not trauma.
They do not want chaos.
Right?
It's funny as well because maybe the narrative was different a few years ago when people would think, oh, I'm crazy. Guys love it. Guys love wild
trauma's
girls.
fun.
Trauma's
It's not.
sexy. No.
All those people are divorced.
Or still single.
Or
I'm one of them.
unalived.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. Because they never went and sought help and evolved.
Yeah,
The
so-
whole point of this is to evolve.
So yeah, it's really important that you become aware of your patterns, of your trauma,
Nice.
of everything that's happened to you, and you at least the first step is acknowledgement. Be aware of it, and then figure out how to heal through it.
Yeah. All right. What's number 4?
Number 4. This is not that shocking, but like they do say I would rather someone who's educated. However, because I always do go into this, I'm
Makes
like
sense.
life experience though.
Yes.
And they're like, okay, either have education or enough.
Oh my gosh.
That was so loud. One sec.
Hello. Where were we?
Yeah, so or life experience, right? So it's like you either have education or you have life experience.
School of life, baby.
Yeah,
Let's
and
go.
the reason for that is because these men, they go to a lot of events. They have a lot of affluent friends. They're always doing things with, people like that. So you need to be able to hold a conversation.
Absolutely.
They always say multifaceted, diverse, and able to have a conversation. Otherwise, it's just not gonna work.
This happened to me the other night, right? I was out to dinner with the guy that I was dating, and there's another guy that I was like, oh, look, he's coding something. And that's the guy that I was dating, he's in software. And so he starts a conversation. We go down this massive rabbit hole of like coding and business and apps and like conspiracy theories and everything. And so I'm adding to the conversation as well. I'm like, oh, I heard this on a podcast. And they're like, what? How do you know? Right?
It's so attractive.
They love it.
So we're not saying, look, go to uni if you're 40, for example, right? Because that's not going to happen.
Imagine.
But again, do whatever you can within your means. Listen to more podcasts.
Read books.
Educate yourself.
Yeah, have interesting conversations.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because the more you know, the more you've traveled. Like I know it's not possible for everyone to
Not
travel.
as much as us.
No. However, you can still learn about other cultures. YouTube is free.
I was just
The
about to
internet
say
is
that,
free.
yeah.
Everything that you can get, all the
Yeah.
information, read books. You can get so much knowledge from books, podcasts, and the internet.
You can even
honestly.
teach yourself how to play the piano, how to play any instrument. Teach yourself a language.
Right? Duolingo
Anything.
is free. I'm obsessed with it.
You drop a little "Como se va?"
Yeah, they'll be like,
"Como
oh,
estás?"
Oh, okay. All
Bello.
right. I did it on a date once, and this guy was like,
Exactly.
how many languages do you speak? I
Right.
literally know words from like every language,
Right.
and I'm like,
Exactly.
yeah, a few.
You drop it here and there.
Yeah.
Right. We're in Dubai. Shukran habibi.
Yeah.
Oh, girls.
Oh, girls, yeah.
Afwan. Salam alaikum. They're like, how do
Okay.
you what? This is what I mean. This
Yeah.
makes you interesting, but you don't go out and say it to them like, oh, I know this and this
No,
and this.
no.
You just drop it along the way as you slowly allow him to unravel your mystery.
And they'll love it. And
Yeah.
they'll always be like, wow,
Right.
you're so intriguing.
Yeah.
And
But never stop learning though.
Yeah. But the number one compliment you can be called is intelligent.
Yes.
Yeah. So like if someone calls you intelligent, it's like,
That's okay. So the guy that I was dating, right? He was like, he's like, to me, you are literally the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. He's like, but the thing
Cute.
that I love the most, he's like, is your brain.
oh, so hot.
Right? I was just
hot.
like,
I'm like,
say it again, daddy. No,
there's so many hot
sapiosexuals.
girls. There's
Sapiosexuals.
yeah. Oh.
Intellectually stimulated.
I was
It
saying
turns
this to
me
you
on.
earlier. There's a
Yes.
guy who he's like an English man.
Oh, yes. The philosopher.
Yeah,
the
he's a
modern-day
philosopher, and he's like 26 or something. He's very
God,
white. He's not my normal type, but
The
I
way
was
he
like,
speaks.
damn. Like when he talks, I'm like, I fancy you. Yes.
You listen because he leans into learning.
Oh my gosh, it's just she's getting hot and flaccid.
I am so turned on by an intellectual man, and so if I want to call in a provider intellectual man, I need to be able to add to the conversation as well. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, well, what's the point of being with one if you can't really talk to them?
Yeah, no,
you know?
exactly. He's going to be
Sat
talking to a
there,
brick wall,
and you're like, okay, you know,
Okay.
Yeah, there's only so much you can be like, okay, daddy, and make it sexual because that's all you know what to do.
He'll get bored of that. Yeah, no, he'll
men
definitely
need stimulation. They need
Different
physical
types.
intimacy, and they need emotional intimacy,
And then intellectual
intimacy.
Yeah.
It's very, very important.
That's it. 3 planes.
Yeah,
that's it.
Which ties kind of into the
last one?
The last one about. So when I say emotional intimacy,
Drop it.
men, honestly, all they want is to feel heard and appreciated. And we heard this from Alistair the other day. Men think so many thoughts. Men are always wondering, does she like me? Like, is she appreciating what I do for her? And women are really, really good at not allowing men to see that or hear that.
Yeah.
I'm so much to blame for this in my past.
We neg a lot.
Yeah, I nag. I used to, sorry, not anymore. I used to nag and I used to expect so much without really doing the same in return.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, look, I know we don't have to go and make all the money and do all that, but you can still be that really sweet, nurturing person in their life that's going to tell them that they're doing amazing, that's going to appreciate them. You know, some men will be like, I worked and then I did all the housework and she was just on the couch all day swiping my credit card. And I'm like,
yeah, we need to bring value from both sides in the relationship.
We can't just expect all the men to just shower us with compliments and not do the same. And it doesn't just have to be a compliment, but I mean, they do help every now and then. But just telling them that you appreciate them.
Oh yeah. I think
acknowledging them.
They obviously, we are the queens. They need to worship us, but like I worship my man back.
Exactly.
Like, he's my king.
Yeah.
And so if he's my king, I'm damn sure making him feel like royalty.
Exactly. Kings need acknowledgement.
Yeah. I'm like, baby, you had a hard day. Like, let me go run that bubble bath for you.
Oh,
do you remember the song "Cater to You," Destiny's Child?
Let me cater to you,
baby. This is your day.
Yeah.
You're all I want in a man. See, I got your dinner, your slippers, your dessert, and so much more. That's. Bring it back to that.
I think it's
right.
The conversations turn much more to what can a man do for me? It's like, okay, that's true, yeah, but what can you do for them too?
It's got to be the yin yang. Like we have to have balance. We can't have one without the other. The man should not put the woman on the pedestal. She's just swiping all day and not giving anything back.
No, you have to.
It needs to be both. Yes.
You have to, and you have to appreciate your man.
Seriously.
We're not saying get in the kitchen, you know, but it can be a multitude of things.
Me, I'm in the kitchen.
I'm doing pies with my baby. Like, you can be in the kitchen too, but I mean, like, you could do a whole heap of things. Like you said, run a bubble bath, tell him that you appreciate him, cook him dinner, order dinner. You can do anything, but just like make sure that you value him and he feels heard and seen, because some men really struggle. And I get sad when I listen to them. They're like, she just doesn't, say anything to appreciate me, and she just like takes, and I'm happy to do that, but sometimes I need love too. And they look really sad when they say it.
I know.
And it's really sad, and I'm like, oh my gosh, did I?
We neg a lot as women, and we pull them down, because I heard this the other day on a podcast. Biologically, we're wired as women to be scared of power, and so when men are in their power is when they're striving and successful. And so when they come home with a win, our hormones are actually firing off as that's stressful for us. So we'll try and neg them and tear them down, and we emasculate them
without even meaning to.
Yes.
Oh
so
my
this
gosh.
is where, when we talked about conscious awareness before, don't be that woman.
Don't be
the one that just negs just because. If your man is striving and is winning, be like, I love you, I appreciate you, I see you, you're amazing. Like, you are the most impressive man I've ever met. Oh my God. And they'll be like, huh,
or even just asking them how their day is. Do you know what? A guy told me the story, right? So he was like, I have to work a lot, and my ex-wife didn't like it because she wasn't doing anything. She had no purpose or drive. And she was like, it got to the point, it was so bad where they were even divorced, and they were still kind of in that like weird phase of meeting and seeing each other.
Right.
Something happened where someone nearly died at his work. It was a very tragic story. So they were out for dinner, which he was paying for because they were talking about kids or whatever. And he said the story, and she was like, you haven't changed. All you do is talk about work. And he was like, yes, because something very tragic just almost happened.
That was the emotional cue for her to step in and be like, I'm so sorry that you've gone through that.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Are you okay?
Can I do
anything?
What can I do
for you? Yeah.
Exactly. It's crazy. It seems
we can't keep competing and fighting against each other. If we want happy long-term relationships where you are being provided for and then vice versa, you're providing for him emotionally.
Yeah.
We need to be like open channels.
Exactly.
We need to be like, okay, you bring this to the table, I'm bringing this to the table. Let's love each other for that instead of trying to compete and fight and be like, that's not enough.
Yeah, because the things that you bring to the table ultimately as women and men are different, but
So different.
that doesn't mean they can't be equal.
But it makes a whole table.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? It makes a whole table. Let's just say the
Yeah.
man is the main meal, the dessert, and the woman, she's the caviar, the champagne, the beautiful cutlery, everything that you need to go with that,
To complete
though,
it, to
right?
make it the full puzzle.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's what men are looking
It goes
for.
together.
Yeah, they're just looking for their puzzle to be complete.
I love that. That's five. That's good.
Yeah.
That's 5 really good things, girls.
I mean, there's more, but like I think we'll just leave you with that
We
for
can do
now.
like a part 2.
We'll do a part 2 one day. Yeah,
We'll do a part 2. Drop in the comments what your biggest takeaway was and what you were going to be actively working on, because I know
Yes.
for me, if I'm going to pick one of those things for you to really just start with, I really would say the conscious awareness.
Absolutely.
Like you need to know your patterns before you try anything.
You can't try and date, especially not date in that bracket when you're not healed or healing. Trust me, you can't. You can date an unhealed man, but not someone like that.
We don't have time for that. We don't have time for that shit.
No.
Woo. All right, my girlies, make sure that you like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.